competitiveness has several different definitions, but what we look at as Brand South Africa, we very much look at national competitiveness. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that, as an organization, we track a lot of competitiveness indices. We try to understand how South Africa is positioned internationally in specific sectors, for example. What's the strengths of our manufacturing sector globally or our services sector. So competitiveness is very much defined by the strengths of a sector, and how can that industry or industries in that sector position itself internationally. So for us as a nation brand, we look at the collective, how in agriculture, in culture, in industry, in mining, in building roads and railroads, that whole constellation of economic activity comes to form national competitiveness. So national competitiveness for us comes down to the value proposition. What is the value proposition of South Africa when we go out internationally to market the country, to position the country, to attract investment, to forge new trade relationships, and to create a higher level of awareness? So I think competitiveness for us is basically the holistic picture, of what the country has to offer, from culture all the way through to high-end technological products. One of the main challenges ultimately is budget, because if you look at the kind of efforts of countries globally to market and position themselves, it's astronomical amounts of money that some countries invest in this. So for South Africa, as a relatively small nation, we've got a recognizable global brand, but however, it's a daily job of positioning and understanding what other competitors are doing globally. So our work is very much focused on what are other countries doing globally to position themselves, understanding that, and then honing our own strategy, to enter the kind of space where we need to be to position the country more effectively. I think other challenges that we have, often we also confronted on the reputation level. It's the typical kind of challenges that come through at the reputation level, but that's what reputation management is about. We have to understand the trends, and then whatever we need to address in terms of weaknesses or perception issues, we do our best.